crunch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Why are you taking all my tea? I'm tasting my fruit juice. Mine.
Babe, you're taking a big gulp. You know what? Give me this. Give me this and this.
What?
Give my tea back. My stupid sister, she made up. Okay, well I can tell you what it was for me. So for me, it was hairspray. We were rehearsing for hairspray. It was our first day of rehearsals, and I remember I just saw this other sister, because you see another sister walk in a room, and you immediately, your eyes immediately go to them. And I just remember seeing her walk from the front and like sit down. So I figured, oh, okay, she's like with artistic or whatever. Okay, like she's a big deal. I'm not gonna like talk to her or whatever. Like I was a little like shy, but I knew she was like attractive. But like I wasn't gonna say nothing or whatever or do anything. And so then she introduced herself, because we have to do our pronouns here so much. I've never done my pronouns so much here. So, but when everybody did she, her, hers, or they, them, theirs, or he, him, she goes, "Hello, my name is Tarika LA, production assistant. My pronouns are she, her, her Majesty." And I'm like, oh, hold on. And so that was like, what really put my antennas up, because I was just like, oh shoot, she's royal, she's regal, oh Lord. And so yeah, that was my first experience of her.
Girl, don't do that to me.
I already said we met online, and then we texted for a little bit, for maybe a good 4 to 5 days. Because one of the things, I was getting confused where he was. Because half the time I was in Mafikeng. I had been in Mafikeng for the longest, but I was going there for meetings only. Now I'm back in Port. Sometimes I'm in Rustenburg. So when we texted, originally I thought he's in Potchefstroom. And then suddenly I'm gathering, no, he's actually in Mafikeng. I'm like, okay, can we exchange numbers? Then we went on WhatsApp. Then we texted on WhatsApp back and forth. And after that, then I was going to have one of my meetings with my clients over there. It's almost the end of my audits. And then we met on a rainy day, very cold. Our date, I think it was at 3 p.m. Okay. There's nothing much in Mafikeng. We went to Ocean Basket. Oh, and I am a seafood fan. So, and he's not. I laid it down. We went to Ocean Basket. And one of the first things that struck about him, okay, he's a little taller than me. You were wearing the orange beanie and the orange jacket. And we sat around the table and we had a chat. Like literally, I thought we had already spoken on WhatsApp about a lot of things, but it was very comfortable. I hope that I didn't almost scare him. But I think there were a couple of things as well in terms of, I think, the distance more than anything else. Even if probably this was to take off, I was like, oh well, I just ended in Mafikeng right now, and the next set of my clients are on the far end of the Northwest, and how is this going to work out? And then when I came back, I had actually told one of my best friends as well. I was like, oh well, I'm going to a date, and I'll let you know how it goes. And then on my way back, then I called him. We had probably a good 1.5 hour conversation when I was going back to Port right now, telling him about this whole date. I was like, I actually really like him. When I got back to Port, we started texting now back and forth. I was like, dude, I actually like you. And he's like, you know what, I like you too. And we're like, how are we going to try and do this? I'm like, okay, oh, well, boyfriends it is. And the rest is history after that.
Alrighty, so funny story with how we met. Okay, I've known him from a distance, which he disputes all the time. I used to live at this place in Pretoria, Acadia, and I used to chill so much at the balcony, and I used to drink there, and I was starting to smoke as well. So I used to just stand there. I would see him walking down all the time, which he always says, no, that was not him. Because we'd go up to, later I'd go to the club and I'd see him there. And I'm like, oh, here's that guy. But yeah, well, he says it wasn't him. But I know definitely it was him.
It wasn't me.
No, it was. Yeah, until then, fast forward 2015, when for some reason we had each other on social media. Then we used to just chat there, and it was just like pure friendship.
You're wrong, actually. We started being friends in 2014 on Facebook.
Was that on Facebook? Okay, 2014.
Then the first time we met was 2015 when you were chilling with your friends, and you said I must come over so we can all go out and drink.
So we went out and drank, and it was just fun. I mean, he was a friend. He saw me as a friend. I saw him as a friend as well. And I remember we just talked about that particular night, because we all went out and we came back and we like just slept on top of the bed. Another one facing the other direction. Another one facing the other direction.
I was very straight at the time, so I was with someone, and but obviously I thought Busi as a friend. I mean, it's another youngster on the staff. Go out, have drinks, have fun. Yeah, like another young bunny. People still say youngster.
Okay, sorry.
And you're making me feel very old.
Sorry.
And I think it was 2 months into it, and Busi starts hinting. She's just like, come my way. And I was like, what? What do you mean come my way? There's no other way. I go one way. I don't go the other way. And Busi was like, no, you will. One day you'll come my way. And I was like, I don't understand what you mean. Like, I'm perfectly fine where I am. We're friends, aren't we? And she's like, sure, we're friends. And I think it was one night at a friend's party that we got pretty drunk.
Yeah.
And we were sitting like this, well, next on separate chairs, and Busi randomly just decides to put her leg over mine. And I was like, whoa, what is this? I know you only do this if you're in a relationship with someone, if you like someone, because it was pretty intimate and very close. So I was like, okay, let's continue. And then Busi was like, I can take my leg off if you want. And I was like, no, it's fine. It's keeping my leg warm. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, you said, no, my leg will be pretty cold if your leg's not there. And I'm like, sure. Okay.
And that time I was still convinced that I was straight. I didn't think of anything otherwise. And then it came to the point where we left. We packed up and everything, and we were clearing up the bottles and stuff like that. And Busi's following me the whole time. So I was like, Busi, what you doing? No, I'm just here. I'm just following you. I was like, but can you help?
Like, that was so embarrassing.
Can you just... What was so embarrassing?
No, I'm in hindsight.
Are you remembering that
very
night?
Clingy, yeah.
Very clingy. And she's like, cling on. Like, she's just there. Wherever I turned, Busi was there. And
funny story, on the way to meet him, because I had to catch a taxi to where we were going, I got mugged. And they took my wallet, but they wanted to take my phone, but I fought for that because I was like, I'm going on a date. Can't lose my phone. And yeah, I fought and screamed, and people came to help me. They just lifted my wallet. And I mean, getting to a date and be like, ooh, I lost my wallet sounds fishy. But yeah, there he was. A little late, but there he was.
I'll blame it on the meeting.
Can I go first?
Go first, Chum.
Okay, we met in 2017. It was my first year in varsity, and I was playing soccer like for the first team. Né? Okay.
You just joined the team.
Yeah, I just joined the team. So it was like my first time there. Not really my first. Okay, it was my first time, but not like first day. Maybe after a week, nyana. So I went to training. I was late. I went to training, so obviously you have to go to the changing rooms and change nyana so that you can go and train. So I was late, and then this one was also late. Baby was late.
This one.
Yeah. So we were changing. She was wearing like this other swimsuit, nyana, some sexy swimsuit, nyana, somewhere there. I was looking at her. I was like, oh, this one, okay, but maybe she's straight, because you never know. Sharp. Then we went to the field and actually like train. So I think we were late, so we had to like run rounds, whatever, yeah. So after that we went to the pitch to play, to practice. So she stepped on me, on my hand.
No.
Oh,
you're the one who stepped on my hand.
I stepped on her hand, but it wasn't like on purpose.
That is soccer boots. Imagine those studs on my tiny cute hands. Oh my God.
So I was like, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't say I'm sorry.
I said, and you're like, sorry.
And I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, wait, let me tell my story here. I was like, I'm sorry. And she looked at me and like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, all right. This one, I must get her numbers.
Don't lie.
Am I lying now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But you looked at me, didn't you?
Not like that.
How did you do it? Show them.
Tell your story. I'll tell
That's
mine.
my story, Pella. Don't forget.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, sorry. It's like, no, it's okay. But she was angry, shnana. You can see what she's off. It's like, okay, then I thought, and then after that, we would agree. Obviously, there's other people. So she was friends with this other colored. So I was like, do you know Lemu? It's like, yeah, we live in the same hostel. So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, she dates girls, by the way. Oh, bonus. This one is mine. Definitely getting her. Didn't have her numbers then. And then what happened? Oh, I think the following day we met on campus. She was like to me, hey, because I was on my phone working. She's like, hey, oh, that girl. Oh my goodness. Wow. Then we were talking about stuff. She talks a lot, so we were talking and that's how I fell in love. I didn't have her numbers then. And then what happened? I think
Took my number from the group.
Yeah, I took a number.
The soccer group.
Yeah, there's
the team's group chat.
That's where I got her numbers. I was like, hey, I was the camp because they went to this other camp. I was not there. And she was actually cool. I was like, this girl, Funa, I want her. And then, started talking. And I was in love. I saw myself dating her already. And she was in a relationship. But,
you were in a relationship. Why are you forgetting to mention that part?
Wow. And then we were talking for like 3 months. And then after that, we started dating.
No.
Am I lying? Oh, you can't.
7 months.
Oh, okay. Dating. Okay, 7 months. After 7 months, we started dating and everybody, we've been busy.
Busy doing what? Praying, I guess.
Yes.
Well, you did confess at a later stage that moment you're just kind of waiting. I'm like, is it gonna touch me? Is it gonna do something?
No,
I'm not sure.
There was
no.
It was the naughty side of me, not that I saw you like that.
Yeah, no. I mean, we all naughty.
And alcohol and stuff. So.
Yeah, well. Yeah, and the other day I was just going through Facebook and I was like looking at the transition from when we used to say to each other, yo, bro, how you doing, bro? And then years later, it's like, babes, there's hey, love. It was just the funniest thing. But then fast forward to 20, so we disconnected at some stage. The friendship wasn't just, it didn't just move as quick as I thought it would.
After you found a good job, better money, you bought a car, and you vanished into thin air.
Really? Are you gonna make it about that?
It was about that.
It wasn't about that.
It was.
Yeah, but well, I mean, until 2017, where we reconnected. And I mean, again, it just happened with an inbox where he was like, yo bro, we haven't spoken in a long time, and I'm like, yeah, we should hang out. And like and then he was like, yeah, whatever happened, we were getting so close and you just disappeared, just as he says. Then yeah, we started hanging out that year, but we were still friends. I still had a boyfriend, my ex at that time.
My first experience with her was actually before we met in person, because I get the casting updates, and so it was the off season. I just happened to be checking my work email, and like it said, Kimberly Monks has been cast in the role of Riley in How to Catch Creation and Lorraine and Dynamite in Hairspray. And I was upset because I had wanted one of my friends to get that role. Like I had put her up for it. I was like, no, she's great. And it would be like, having another friend out here. And then I was like, who the heck is Kimberly Monks? I click on her headshot. I was like, oh, damn. Well, I ain't gonna be mad with this decision. And then I looked at her resume and it said bachelor's in religious studies, and I was like, oh shit, she about to be one of these sisters. God damn, she either gonna hate me or she gonna be cool. But I was like, she probably ain't gay though. Shit, okay. First day rehearsal gets there and I'm like, that headshot don't do her justice. And then like as we're going through introductions, like, someone says something funny, she laughs, I hear that laugh, and I'm like, okay, we cool. I'm interested, I'm intrigued. But she probably straight, so I shouldn't. But that was like, from how it happened for me.
And then he used to stay on the other side of Pretoria. I was on the other side of Pretoria, which is why I'm disputing this thing of I would pass by his place, and no, it doesn't make sense why I would go all the way around. And then, yeah, he's a musician, so we started talking about music and about other stuff. Until one night when he was chilling with his friends, and it's like, okay, come through, I have friends from Nelspruit. Then, yeah, I was there, and still he was just a friend, a brother. Then stuff happened, 2015, then you got into a relationship. We're still cool there, and then you got your job, you got the money, then you disappeared from everybody. Until later on, 2017. Then we started talking again. Then 2017 January. Yeah, that's when we met at La Cantina again.
Did you have to mention La Cantina?
Okay, so then so when we were leaving, so it was either, so I said, who am I going home with? Because it was either I was going to go home with my sister, or I was going to go home with you. I think that was the implication. It's in your court, like, who am I going home with? And then the funny thing is, then you said to me, I can go home with you. And then I just got nervous. Like, I was like, what have I done?
You froze. I think in that moment, I was also like, stuff it. And I kissed Bussy. And I was like, I don't know where this is going.
And I was blabbing.
She was going, and then I just kissed her. And she kissed me back. And it was a moment. And then I was like, right, I still got it. So then I asked Bussy, so who are you going home with? You going home with me, or you going home with your sister? And Bussy started running around and panicked and like, I don't know, what do you mean, am I going home with you or my sister? I was like, I mean,
I think I was nervous, because can I please defend myself? I think I talked a big game. Like, I was like, I will show you some things. But in reality, you were also my first girlfriend. So, because I had a boyfriend before, so I think I was confident, like, but I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah. So when you said you can come home with me, I think I thought you would say, no, I'm not comfortable. But then when you said, yes, I am, and then I thought, oh crap. So now I can't just be like, JK, I'm joking. Let's go back. Like, I have to do something. So I think it made me very nervous.
Yeah, so and that went on for about like a whole hour, I think.
Jabu was so irritated at that point.
Yes, yeah, so Bussy's sister was like, what are you doing, Bussy? If she says come home with her, then go. Like, why am I still here? And
But
then
she was also very concerned because she was like, if you don't want to, I need you to know it's okay. You can come home with me. And I was like, that's the OG. Like that's the real MVP there.
Yeah. And then we just kept it going since then. And
No, but then it was awkward. Remember,
What
because then
happened?
I went home with you, and then things happened. And then the morning, I've never been in this situation.
yeah.
So the night happens, and then the next morning, so I messaged my sister, and I said, okay, please come get me. And then I said, I think our time Prudence is asleep, so I don't know how I'm gonna get home. Please come get me. But then I think also what made me panic is I woke up and I was thinking, what have I done? I was like, I don't know what I've done. I talked this big game and things happened, and I was like, what am I doing now?
I think I was like fast asleep.
Yeah, no, you were passed out.
Passed
So I'm
out.
messaging. So I'm
Lucy's
rolling
pacing
over.
up and down.
I'm messaging my sister. I get dressed. I'm like walking up and down. I'm putting my shoes on. My sister's like, no, I'm coming to get you. It's okay. And then I wake Prudence up. But I was like, Prudence, like, wake up. And then she wakes up and I'm fully dressed. And then I'm like, Jabu's here. Like, I have to. Like, no, I said, didn't I
Jabu's
say take
on
me
her way.
home?
No,
because
then you asked me
started-
to take you home.
Yeah, because in my defense,
Without
then
telling me that
no.
Job was coming to fetch you.
No, let's be correct here. I think so. I asked Jabu to come get me, but then my phone died, so I didn't see. So she said, "Okay, I'm coming," and then my phone died. So then I was like, "Ooh, is she still coming? I don't know what's happening." So now I woke Prudence up. Then I was like, "Please, can you take me home?" Because I didn't know. So Jabu was like, "Okay, I'm coming," but I wasn't sure, when. Like in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I thought, "Okay, Prudence, take me home." So then Prudence gets dressed. She's very shocked. So, but she gets dressed, and then we get in her car, and I was humiliated. So she starts driving. I promise, I think it was not even a minute.
No, it was like 30 seconds around the corner.
So you've gone down the street, we see Jabu's car coming up. Jabu looks at me like, what's happening?
And I'm
Prudence
just
looks
like-
at me like, isn't that your sister? And I'm just like, don't know what to do.
What do you expose me? 2017 January, he was still in a relationship then when we met at that place. I was with my friend, he was with his friend and the boyfriend at the time. We're on the other side of the room, me and my friend. Then he just showed up out of nowhere. Like, hey, how are you? I'm like, oh, I haven't seen you in the longest time, blah, 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 da, da, da. And then you asked about my friend, Techa, who's a girl. So like, oh, she's so pretty, where is she? Then I'm thinking, what the fuck? You gay, why are you asking about Techa? And I'm like, okay, anyway, she's around. And then before you left, then you said, oh, you cute, actually. And I was shocked. I'm like, wow, what did he just say? And he walked away. And it was a Friday night, I think. That entire weekend, I was like, I knew you from 2014, and then you just walk, like, you come to me and then you say, whatever, and then I'm cute, then you walk away. Then I text you on a Monday, I'm like, hey, this is my WhatsApp number, whatever, let's chill again. Then that's when this whole every weekend thing like started.
She said I was the one who was rude and whatever. She stepped on me and I screamed, ouch. And then she was like, sorry. Like, in a rude way.
She wanted me to kiss her. Like,
I didn't know. I said, no. And then I was like, okay, it's chill. She didn't even look back to check if I was okay or not. You know, soccer boots are, yo. And I was like, you know what? I don't like this one. Like, she's very rude, but okay, fine. But like, I'm a forgiving person. The following day when I saw her on campus, I was like, hey, you know, and then I started talking to her. She was the one who had a problem with... In my head, I feel like she probably saw me from a mile coming. She was like, oh, where's my phone? You know, that's what I think happened.
On campus?
I don't know. The day we bumped into each other. I think you saw me
I
maybe
didn't
from a
see
mile. And then you
I was
just
gonna run away.
and
Trust
then
me.
you took your phone. But it's fine. And then the rest is literally how it happened. She started to like cook for me because she heard that I love food. So our hostels were literally like in front of each other.
I did my...
So even
my
at 2
research.
a.m., if I was like, I'm hungry, then she would be like, I'm downstairs. And then she'd bring me food. And actually, my favorite is like tin fish. I know it's really weird, but tin fish. So she'd always cook, okay, not always, but most of the time cook that, and I'd be so happy.
And but the sad part was that everybody in our team was literally against us dating.
No,
They-
the first time they were like,
I'm talking.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I give you a chance. I guess it's my turn now. So yeah, what happened was when she started to fall for me. Our teammates, most of my teammates didn't like me. The studs of the team. You know what a stud is? A stud is butch. The butch of the teams, like that look like her. Yeah, they didn't like me because I didn't want to date them, and the femmes, they wanted to be me, I guess, because apparently I walk like I breathe flavored air. I don't know how my walk is, by the way. So yeah, so they warned her against me. I mean, warned, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
right.
yes, I'm right. They told her that what's this word? Materialistic. I am gonna use you, and all of those things. So they told her that that girl's gonna use you. Do not go there. Whatever. But even with them saying that,
I was like, nah,
it's fine. And
it's part of
I'm
life.
actually not materialistic, because all that made me happy was Team Fish and Rice, you know. Literally, that was it.
But then, she asked to walk me home. Now that scared me. That's a little too real for me. She scared the heck out of me. So JoJo and Taylor were also there, and I was just like, y'all, she wanna walk me home. Y'all gotta come with me. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. It's too much or whatever. So JoJo and Taylor also end up walking me home. And then JoJo was just like, Kim, just when you get to the door, just turn around. Don't even let us in. Just turn around and say goodnight. And I'm just like, okay. So we walked to the door, and then I was just like, good night. Thank y'all for taking me home or whatever. And then
she gave me a hug at least.
Yeah. And then I guess you asked JoJo if I was straight.
I was like, because I was just getting so many mixed signals. I'm like, does she like me? Is she interested? Or is she straight? She just curious? What the heck is going on? And JoJo was like, I think she's straight. And I said, damn, can't fuck with straight bitches.
Oh!
I wasn't calling her a bitch, but I was just like, I was so mad because I kind of liked her and I wanted to get to know her. And I just get so mad because it seems like I'm always falling for straight girls. And I was like, so done with that after the fact, like my last straight woman. I was like, I ain't doing another straight woman again. So I was just like feeling a little defeated at that point.
But then the finale to this long introduction.
Sorry, it was a story. It was a journey.
It was a journey.
It was a journey.
Game night. Our friend Andres had game night. This was February 18th.
And I have already been hanging out with you, JoJo, and Taylor.
Yeah, so,
on our dinner break.
Right.
So we had been like kind of
getting
closer.
Close.
You know, we was always partners on spades.
Yep.
And you know, it was like really just kind of growing like the friendship
stuff. And then we had game night, and then when she walked in, she had her 90s shirt, this little cute blue shirt she be wearing or whatever, wrapped around her waist. Hair was in a ponytail, had a red bandana around her head or whatever. She walked in with some Bud Light, some lime Bud Light.
Yeah, and like 2-3 bottles of wine because it was running low on alcohol.
Yeah.
So I brought wine, I brought beer, I brought weed, you know.
Yeah, and then she came in, she sits next to me, and then we're playing games, we're having fun.
And we're like getting close.
Too.
Like all our friends there, they're like.
And JoJo was seeing, JoJo, she like man, that's my heart, that's my soul. She just had my back, she was just there, and you can tell this next part. Because I get up to go to the bathroom, I guess.
Yes, and this part, like, if this hadn't happened, like, I don't know how our trajectory would have went from there. But JoJo said, like, Ty, you gotta take it slow with Kim. And I was like, yeah, for sure. She looked at me, she's like, no, Ty, you have to take it slow with her. And, like, something clicked in me, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know the situation, but I was just like, okay. And, and that meant a lot because it never clicked like, oh, take it slow with somebody so that you can, like, really get to know them, instead of just always, we're just always just hop in and go for it. And that just kind of really just made me like, okay, take it slow. And we did, and I'm really happy that we did. Yeah. And she came back, and we were like still playing the games and stuff. And this night, so like, you know, it's nice right now, more people's leaving. So we start playing this game. Someone said, Ty, like, do a dying scene. So I do this, like, whole dramatic scene where I fall out dead on the floor. And then and we're all drunk. So she's like, look, I'll revive her. And she gets down and she kisses me. And I was just like,
So dramatic.
Okay, I'm alive now, but like that was our first kiss. She kind of just stole it from me.
Yeah, but I made up for it. So she came back to the house or whatever. We sat right on this
Literally
couch.
on this couch, and we talked for like
Hours.
You're talking.
Just talking. Yeah. And then I asked her if I could kiss her. I asked this time.
After she already stole the first one.
In a scene. Yeah, you know, it wasn't okay. But,
I loved it.
okay. Yeah, so, yeah, that was our first kiss. And then everything from there
That was like the start of it. Yeah.
Oh, God.
That was a long ass story.
I don't know. It was just my life started becoming so calm. Like I'll just look at him and there'd be this calm I feel in my life, and I just knew that I mean, as just before we started this interview, I was saying no, he's very quiet and stuff like that. And for the longest, I thought no, it would be great to get somebody who's on with me, because I'm a ball of energy and he's just always calm. And I didn't think that's what I needed, and he just like brought that, and it meant so much. It meant everything. Whatever.